Now, for more reaction to the UK's government shakeup and some tough issues ahead, joining us now is national security and military analyst Rebecca Grant. She's also senior fellow at the Lexington Institute. Thank you so much for being here. Man, just from the outside looking in, our greatest ally going through a lot of political upheaval over the last couple of years. What do you make of this latest chaos when it comes to the Labour Party and Prime Minister Keir Starmer having to switch up his entire cabinet?
Right. Great Britain is our #1 ally, but Keir Starmer's got a hot political mess on his hands. Now, Labour has a really big majority, about 400 out of 650 seats in Parliament. But as you can see, David Lammy, who's moved up to Deputy Prime Minister, he's a very glamorous figure. Now, they've lost the Red Queen, who was also a bit more of a wow figure than Starmer himself. So part of the issue is how can Starmer hold on to his leadership in the Labour Party as they deal with censorship, immigration, et cetera. You know, Lammy was once the youngest member of Parliament when he was first elected out of Tottenham. And so there are some real potential new faces in the Labour Party, too, that we're seeing in this shakeup.
Yeah, and for the reasons, that we care about this is not only are they our greatest ally, but what typically happens here can happen there, and what happens there can happen here. We can mirror one another because of our relationship. So on that note, talk to us a little bit more about the UK's illegal immigration problem. I know that Keir Starmer and the Labour Party said that they would go in and they would fight this issue, but so far, from my understanding, they haven't done much yet. The numbers aren't proving to show that they've got a hold on illegal immigration there.
Yeah, for example, 700 children came across the English Channel. That's about 20 miles wide, coming into Kent just in the first 6 months of this year. So the British are completely fed up with the illegal migration. Lammy calls it organized immigration crime. The Conservative leader, she says, we can't have people coming in treating Britain like a dormitory to make money. So it's a universal issue. But they have to, again, as we are in this country, crack down on the criminal gangs who they work in a bunch of different ways, from passport fraud to these small boats that are letting the illegals come into Great Britain. And exactly, they have exactly the same kind of problems that we're solving.
So the issue of censorship really was front and center this week after that comedian was arrested in Heathrow Airport. This is a comedian who posted things on Truth Social against the transgender community. Nigel Farage testified this week in front of Congress here in the United States, warning about these oppressive censorship laws in the UK. And let's listen to what he had to say.
You can say what you like, I don't care. Because that's what free speech is. And in a sense, this has all been going wrong now for a couple of decades. We've kind of forgotten the Voltairean principles that we'll fight and defend to the death your right to say something that we fundamentally disagree with. That is the absolute foundation, if you think about it, of free speech, of democracy, of living in freedom.
Rebecca, Nigel Farage and the Reform Party, do they have a point here on the censorship law? And do you think it's something that'll is resonating with folks?
Yeah, all going wrong for a couple of decades. That sums it up. Britain's always been tighter on their censorship laws. This goes back to a 2003 act. Some of it is to prevent terrorism, but they're arresting up to 30 people a day, basically for tweets. And there's another layer with the new Online Safety Act. You got to be 18 to use the social media platforms. And they're going to fine our social media companies and X and Meta and Amazon if they don't comply with these laws. So they have a real mess around their social platforms and their censorship, and they've got to fix it. They admit it. They even admitted J.D. Vance was right. The Guardian, that great prestigious liberal paper, said, yep, Vance was right. We have a problem.
Okay. Rebecca Grant, thank you so much for enlightening us on what's happening across the pond. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.